Hello everyone, welcome to my video, and today we are going to learn the joint variation. So let us define joint variation. So joint variation is a variation where a variable varies directly as the product of two or more variables. So meaning, para siyang direct variation, kaya nga lang, siya ay nakavaries directly sa dalawa o higit pang variable. So, ang relationship na ito ay gumagamit ng ilang elements. Isang element or isang variable is varies directly as two or more variables. So, in joint variation, the statement y varies directly or varies jointly as x and z means y is equal to kx z, where k is always the constant of the variation. So, dito naman, laging ang statement na gagamitin ay may word na jointly. At kapag jointly ang ginamit tapos may two variables pa, ito ang magiging equation natin or form. Y is equal to kxz, where k is always the constant of the variation. So, in joint variation, ito nga yung sinasabi natin kanina na tayo ay gagamit ng equation na y is equal to kxz. At yun ay y varies jointly as x and z. And to find the value of k or the constant of the variation, our formula is k is equal to y over x z. So, let's translate. So, translate each statement into an equation and use k for the constant of the variation. So, let us have first an example. C varies jointly as d and x. So, our equation is C is equal to k dx. Then, number 2, J is jointly proportional to L and C. So, our equation is J is equal to KLC. Then, we have G varies jointly to the square of S and W. So, what do you think is our equation? So, we have G is equal to KS squared W. So, let's solve. Let us have our first example on how to solve problem regarding joint variation. So, given y varies jointly as x and m, find the constant of the variation if y is equal to 16 and x is equal to 2 and m is equal to 1. So, kapag magsasolve na tayo ng equation or magsasolve na tayo ng problem regarding joint variation or kahit anong variation, ang una nating gagawin ay kailangan muna nating i-translate itong statement na to, yung y varies jointly as x and m. So, ang ating equation ay y is equal to kxm. Pagkatapos nating makuha ang ating equation ay isa-substitute naman natin yung mga value sa kanya-kanyang variable na ano. So, y magiging 16 at saka yung x 2m1. So, we have here 16 is equal to k 2 times 1. Then, multiply 2 times 1, we have 2k. So, 16 is equal to 2k. Then, solve. Divide both sides of the equation by 2 to eliminate the numerical coefficient of k. So, our answer is 8 is equal to 8 or k is equal to 8. So, ngayon, meron na tayong constant of the variation which is 8. Okay. So, next, let us solve this problem. So, if z varies jointly as x and y, if z is equal to 36 when x is 3 and y is 4, find z when x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 9. So, kung mapapansin natin, dalawang set ito. Isang set na kompleto ang value ng variables, ang nawawala ay k, at ang isang set naman ay ang nawawala ay yung z. So, para ma-solve ito, ang una natin gagawin ay syempre gagawa ulit tayo ng equation. Then, isosolve natin ang constant of the variation. At pagkatapos natin kuhanin ang constant of the variation, saka natin sosolve ang nawawalang z. So, start. So, z varies jointly as x and y. So, magiging z is equal to kxy. Then, substitute the values. The first values, we have 36k, 3 times 4. Then, we have 36 is equal to 12k. Then, we have 36, divide both sides of the equation by 12. So, ang mangyayari dito is 36 divided by 12. We have 3. So, kapag nakuha na natin ang constant of the variation, hindi pa tayo titigil kasi may nawawala pang z or value ng z. So, therefore, hanapin natin, using our value of k, magiging z is equal to 3xy. Then, substitute the values, 6 and 9. So, 3 times 6 times 9, the answer is z is equal to 162. So, let us have another example. So, if z varies jointly as the square root of the product of x and y, if z is equal to 3 when x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 12, find z when x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 16. So, the same din sa pagsasolve natin kanina, kailangan nating hanapin ang equation. At ang equation natin ay z is equal to k square root of xy. So, substitute natin, we have, sa first set natin kukunin. So, 3 is equal to k square root of 3 times 12. Then, simplify, 3 is equal to k square root of 36. So, we have here, what is the square root of 36? So, it is 6. So, 3 is equal to 6k. Divide both sides of the equation by 6. So, the answer is 1/2. So, if we have the value of the constant of the variation, which is k, is equal to 1/2, gagamitin natin siya para ma-solve yung nawawala. So, ang ating equation ay z is equal to 1/2 square root of xy. Then, substitute itong second. So, substitute natin yung second set. Yung second set natin, ang x ay 4 at ang y ay 16. Nawawala ay si z. So, we have z is equal to 1/2 square root of 4 times 16. So, 4 times 16 is equal to 64. So, z is equal to 1/2 square root of 64. Then, 1/2 square root of 64 ay 8. So, 1/2 times 8, the answer is 4. So, z is equal to 4. So, that's it, pansit. Okay. So, salamat sa inyong panonood at sana ay natuto kayo at kung kayo may katanungan, just comment down and don't forget to hit the notification bell and also subscribe. You can also share it with your friends. So, thank you. God bless.